Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep falling for people who hurt me? Why is the heart drawn again and again to the ones who ignore it, abandon it, even break it? It doesn't make sense on the surface. You know they're not good for you. You know they've caused you pain. Yet some part of you still waits for their message, still hopes they'll change, still clings to the idea that this time will be different. In this video, you're going to hear something that might shake the way you see love and attraction. Something deep, something uncomfortable, but something you need to hear. Because if you stay until the end, you'll uncover a psychological truth that explains why you feel pulled toward those who wound you, and how to finally break free from that pattern for good. The truth is, what we call love isn't always love. Sometimes, it's the reawakening of an old wound. Not from romance, but from childhood. Not from the person in front of you, but from the ghosts behind you. What you're feeling isn't attraction, it's familiarity. And in psychology, familiarity is often mistaken for safety, even when it hurts. Many of us didn't grow up learning love through tenderness. We learned it through tension. We didn't receive affection as a birthright, we had to earn it. Maybe you had to be the quiet one, the strong one, the one who never caused problems. You learned early that if you were too emotional, too needy, or too loud, love might be withdrawn. So you adapted. You became what was safe to be. You silenced your sadness. You buried your needs. You smiled when you were hurting, just to keep the peace. And deep down, something broke. Not your capacity to love, but your understanding of what love is supposed to feel like. You began associating love with performance, with approval, with walking on eggshells. You believed that closeness always had a cost. Then you grow up, and suddenly you find yourself attracted to people who feel strangely familiar. Not safe, but familiar. You're drawn to those who are inconsistent, distant, unavailable. Not because you enjoy the pain, but because your nervous system remembers this pattern, confuses the old pain with emotional truth. And the tragedy is, when someone is kind, present, calm, you might reject them. Why? Because they feel too nice. Because safety feels suspicious. Because your body has been trained to respond to emotional chaos like it's home. This is the cruel irony of trauma. We chase people who remind us of those who couldn't meet our needs, believing, deep down, that if we can make this person love us, it will rewrite the past. It will heal the wound. It will finally make us feel enough. But that's not healing. That's repetition. A cycle. A loop. A reenactment of pain disguised as passion. Here's the brutal truth. You're not actually addicted to them. You're addicted to the emotional cycle they create. The high when they finally text back. The crash when they pull away again. The constant confusion. The overthinking. The waiting. It's not love you're feeling, it's survival mode. Your nervous system has been hijacked by the unpredictability, and your brain starts craving the next hit of relief, like an addict waiting for a fix. This cycle, idealization, rejection, false hope, isn't accidental. It creates a chemical cocktail in your brain. Dopamine when you feel close to them, cortisol when they disappear, adrenaline when you think you're about to lose them. And so, you confuse intensity with intimacy. You tell yourself, it must be love, because I feel so much. But deep down, what you're feeling is anxiety in disguise. You're chasing the same emotional spike, again and again, believing that if you're good enough, they'll finally choose you. That if you just give more, love more, lose more of yourself, they'll stay. But here's the thing, they were never the healing. They were the trigger, the mirror, the echo of a wound that began long before they showed up. And the truth is, this has never been about them. It's been about you. About the part of you that still thinks love must be earned. That still believes peace feels boring. That still confuses being needed with being seen. But you're not broken. You're conditioned. And anything conditioned can be reconditioned. You can unlearn the hunger for pain. You can train your heart to recognize safety as love, not chaos. So, how do you break free? It doesn't start by hating them. It doesn't start by pretending you don't care. It starts by asking yourself a much deeper question. What part of me believes I deserve this kind of love? Because healing is not about getting over someone. It's about getting back to yourself, to the version of you that existed before you learned that love has to hurt, to the version of you that didn't confuse anxiety with affection. You don't break the pattern by chasing different people. You break it by becoming someone new, someone who sees red flags and doesn't justify them, someone who no longer begs to be chosen because they've already chosen themselves. And yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first, because healthy love won't make your heart race out of fear. It won't trigger your survival instincts. It won't leave you guessing. But in that discomfort, something new begins. Peace. A stillness inside you that no longer needs to prove your worth to be loved. And here's the truth I promised you at the beginning of this video. We don't fall for people who hurt us because we're weak. We fall for them because we're still trying to heal the parts of us they reflect. That's the key. But now, it's time to stop waiting for someone else to complete the story. It's time to become the person who brings yourself home. So if this spoke to something inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment. Share your experience. You never know who might be reading. Someone who feels trapped in the same cycle, waiting for someone to explain what you just heard. And if you're ready to stop confusing pain with love, subscribe, stay with us. This isn't just a video, it's a journey, one where you become your own healing.